Hey guys, it's me Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 14, Episode 6 review. I am so happy that the Beverly Hills girls are back. This episode was so good. So good. Okay, so let's get right into it. So we start off with Bose introducing us to her boo thing, Keely. And he surprises her with a picnic on the beach, which was really sweet. I like Keely so far. He seems like a man of means. He seems very distinguished, respectful, very affectionate, charismatic. And I think that him and Bose would make a perfect couple because both of their hairlines are fucked up. Her wig hairline just in a perfect half moon child. Sh- Girl, she just be pulling the wig on and taking it right off at night. It's too much hair. And as I was looking at her face is so beautiful with her cheekbones and those beautiful almond eyes. She would look so pretty in a short pixie cut or a shortcut because it would just highlight her beautiful face. All that hair is just hot and giving Mufasa. It's just too much. And then his hairline was a byway, highway child. Baby, perfect couple. He is the man of her dreams, child. And he says that he's dating her to marry her. That's his goal, and that's what he on. So I love his intentions. Hopefully his intentions come to be true and come to fruition, and he just ain't talking a good game. Then after that, Dorit and Erica meet up for lunch, and she tells Erica that she and PK are going to therapy, and she's nervous about it. And she also goes on to say that she's not sure if she's done with PK. And I was like, "Ooh, girl, you are in for a rude awakening because he is done with you." It's crazy to me like that she was still trying to hold on to this marriage, not realizing when he told you that y'all no longer gonna talk every day, that was his way of telling you it's a wrap, my love. I'm already banging some 21-year-old. So then Dorit brings up what Sutton said to her at the little denim and diamond party about how she's not mad at her, she mad at her situation or whatever. And Erica says that Sutton kicked her while she was down. She did it to Kyle, and now she's doing it to Dorit. And I was like, Sutton does say some off the wall stuff, but we're not gonna sit up here and pretend like y'all ain't done equally or even worse things to her. Y'all have bullied that lady since she got on the show. It's just as of this season, it seemed like Sutton then finally found her footing in this group and is tired of y'all coming for her, and she ain't scared of y'all no more. Like, she finally gets it, and she not letting y'all just say anything y'all want to say to her, treat her any type of way. And she done with all that, and I'm so happy that she's finding her voice and clapping back at y'all. Dorit not mad at her. She is mad at her life and her situation or whatever. I think that the argument that they got into on the bus was stupid. It was a miscommunication that escalated, and I think that it escalated because underneath the surface, there is no friendship there. Ever since Sutton came on the show, they have been basically castmates. We work with each other, you know. It's high and by. We shoot a scene together, but we're not talking on the phone. We're not doing anything together outside of this. They don't have a friendship. You know what I'm saying? And ever since they met, that it's been nothing but them arguing and Dorit saying something slick or whatever, siding with Kyle and all of this type of stuff. So that's why it was so easy for them to go right back at it. So Garcelle takes Oliver's son, her son Jade, and his black girlfriend. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. He got a black girlfriend to the beach house. Jax wasn't there because, you know, Jax is not filming this season. He no longer wants to do the show. But she takes them to the beach house, and it is stunningly gorgeous. And the kids freaked out about it. It was just so good, especially seeing the before pictures and how it was just rubble, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And to see what she's done with the reconstruction of this house and the renovations and all of that stuff, it literally brought tears to my eyes. I was so proud of Garcelle for her to have the home that they live in, and then for them to have this beach house that they can go to at any time and enjoy it. And it's like a home away from home. It's a vacation. You don't see Black people have more than one home. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see Black people having vacation homes. You know, that's for the rich and the fabulous, you know, and we all know that Garcelle, you know, she was doing all right, but now she got the coin to be able to do something like that. That is amazing. And it's good to see a Black woman providing that generational wealth for her children. It was just a really beautiful moment, and it just inspired me to go even harder than what I've been doing. But this is where it kind of threw me, and y'all let me know if I'm reaching, if I'm I don't know if I'm doing too much or whatever. But we see Garcelle and them at the dinner table. They're having dinner with one another, and in her confessional, she goes on to talk about Oliver, her oldest son, and how the last few years, you know, he had it bad. You know, she goes on to just talk about his past addiction issues and how things weren't always good between them and how they're in a good place right now. And I'm like, we already know this. You've already talked about this. You've reiterated this since your first season on the show. I was really kind of like taken aback that she was bringing this up again, like they're currently going through stuff, and that's not the case. But she goes on to talk about Oliver's past addiction issues and how she had to give him tough love, and she knew that he was homeless. And it was an incident one night where he showed up to her house. It was just her and her girlfriend there. The boys was at their father's house, and they heard a noise outside. They turned on the lights, and Oliver was outside, and he was banging on the door, telling her to let him in. But, you know, she could tell that he was high. His eyes was vacant. He just didn't look like himself. He was on some demon time. And how she was afraid. She didn't know what to do. She wouldn't let him in, and he eventually left. And she says, you know, it took for him not to be able to have a relationship with her, his brothers, and, you know, all of that for him to finally want to get clean and get his life together. And plus the birth of his son, who is 4 years old as of this, or as of last year. He was 4. He is about to be 5, literally in February. So I was just a little taken aback that she rehashed all of this again. I'm like, the man been clean, literally, if you're going by the age of his son, 5 years now, next month. So I was just kind of like, it was given, she just needed something to talk about for storyline purposes. I don't know. It just kind of like was rubbing me the wrong way, that you're like, she was using his addiction for a moment. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, why are we reiterating this? I don't know. I feel like next season, if, you know, I don't see no reason why she wouldn't be asked back. But I think that moving forward next season, Garcelle has to find a storyline. She really honestly does. It can't just be about her doing movies. We see her with the new house. I love that. I like the fact that she's showing her son modeling and all of that stuff, but we need something else. We need something else. We've done that, talked about it. Same with Erica, because no way is Erica's storyline about her redoing that house and buying new furniture. Is that what we doing now, Bravo? People get to be on her just decorating their house for a storyline? No. But anywho, so Bose visits Dorit at her home. She meets Dorit's mom and father. They go outside and they talk, and Dorit tells her that she and PK had a 4-hour therapy session. And she said that PK came in on 100, and that he got to going off saying this why I want a divorce and I don't want to be married to this woman, and that he left slamming the door. And it was then that Dorit realized that she got to start making a plan, because she said that was the first time she ever heard him say that he didn't want to be with her no more and that he wanted a divorce. So now she knows she got to lawyer up and get her ducks in a row. Now, mind you, they got a lot of financial stuff going on, like bankruptcy stuff, and their home in foreclosure. Like, they got a lot going on over there, right? So Bose then switches the subject and asks Dorit, why did Kyle invite Camille? And she was like, right, because she didn't tell me she was going to invite her. But I'm like, well, first of all, Bose, I know you're new to the group, but Camille is a part of the show. She's a friend of. Camille and Kyle have been cool with each other for years. She's come to numerous things throughout the year. I just felt like that was a weird question for Bose to pose. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't she invite Camille? You know what I'm saying? Her and Camille ain't got no issues with each other, you know? And since when she got to tell Dorit that she inviting Camille anywhere? Her and Camille had never had words with each other until that night, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Or am I tripping? No, they have never had words. No, they just had that incident from years ago when she was like, and Camille's at that dinner party. That was like 5 years ago. Like, and they've been around each other since then. So it was weird that they were trying to make fetch happen in that scene. It was really weird. And with Bose, I know that she's new to the group, but I know with her being the businesswoman that she is, that she sat down. If she had never watched the show, I know she sat down and watched it. So I don't really know what's going on with Bose. It's like she trying to get in there and get in the mix, but I feel like she getting in there all wrong, you know? It's like, I didn't like the fact that she came at Sutton about what she said to Dorit. They got a long-standing history. Mind your business. Then, why is Kyle inviting Camille? What you mean? Like, huh? Like, that was weird. But anywho, Bose then says Sutton really hurt my feelings when she told you that you're mad at your life. How does that hurt your feelings? Like, stuff like that. Like, it's weird to me. Like, I told y'all, it was seeming to me like she don't like Sutton. It's going to be an issue there between her and Sutton. And tonight's episode really showed us that I was right about my feelings, that, yeah, she don't really mess with Sutton like that. I know that her and Dorit became fast friends, but it's like you're taking on her issues with other people. Like, you need to get to know them for yourself. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping, how y'all feel about it. So Erica is being honored by Glad at the VIPER room, and Dorit and FaceTimes Erica and asks her out the blue if Kyle and PK are speaking. And it came about so, like I said, out the blue, that I was like, somebody didn't put that bug in her ear. We know it wasn't Garcelle, because they would have shown it. So I'm like, a producer must have put that bug in her ear. Unless PK said something in that 4-hour therapy session where he said something slick about Kyle or something, producers had to have put that bug in her ear to make her go to Erica and ask that question. And I'm 9 times out of 10, I feel like it was a producer, because she didn't have all the information. And I feel like the producers put the bug in her ear because Garcelle had not went to her and told her what Kyle said to her about the fact that they still communicate. Because Garcelle ain't gonna tell her, because they ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like to get that ball rolling with Dorit confronting Kyle about it, somebody had to tell her. But Erica was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But Dorit says that PK is the kind of person that would want to know what's going on in her life. Meanwhile, she don't know nothing about what's going on in his. Basically, it was coming across like Dorit wanted to know if he was talking to Kyle because he can get ammo against her. And she not knowing nothing about what he got going on, because she ain't nobody telling her, what he doing or nothing. She can't go and talk to his friends. You know what I'm saying? So I got where she was coming from. But we get to the VIPER room and it's so obvious that Garcelle Sutton and Jennifer Tilly were so out of their element, and they're so old, because why they all come to the VIPER room in sequence looking like the Golden Girls. I'm like, y'all at the VIPER room, y'all know that, right? Like, I've known about the VIPER room since I was a little girl, and I know I would not go wearing no sequins. Like, that was their edgy look. Oh my God, they looked a mess. So Bose gets there. I ain't like her outfit neither. She looked like she was throwing in the Matrix, child. But Kyle gets caught on her bracelet, and then Sutton makes a little quip saying, don't weaponize it or whatever. And I was like, oh, are we going there? And so Sutton, while they're at the bar, says to Bose that she didn't like when she used the word weaponize. And Bose says that what she said was fashioned in a way to hurt Dorit. And Sutton was like, I wasn't trying to hurt her. She disagrees. And Bose says that in her confessional, she says that, Sutton presents herself as wanting everybody to get along, and, she's nice and all of this stuff. But there's a other side of her that's coming across, and it's either she's the Lulu or she's mean. And I'm like, see, this is what I'm saying. It's just like, did she not watch the show before she got on to know the backstories of what's happening? Because you're doing a lot of judging and you don't know the backstory on none of this stuff. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Bose right now. I really honestly don't. But after Erica performs her new song, the ladies sit down at the table all cramped up, and Dorit was like, Kyle, I need to ask you something. And Erica was like, oh Lord, it's about to go down. Dorit tells Kyle that PK is in a heightened state and she don't know what he might do. And so she goes on to ask her, has she spoken to him? And Kyle was being very weird by the way she was answering. She was trying to choose her words wisely. And she was like, I mean, we send each other memes and stuff. And so Dorit was looking at her like, what you talking about, Willis? Kyle goes on to reiterate that it's just memes, nothing else. And Dorit says, I would expect that you would share that with me. And Kyle says, if you guys weren't getting along, I'm a girl's girl, like I would side with you. And Dorit was like, didn't I tell y'all we wasn't getting along, that we were separated? Like, what about that? Don't you understand? Like, what? Because I would feel some type of way. Like, my husband through me. And if me and you not talking, what makes you think it's okay for you to talk to my husband? You're not a dumb girl. Come on, Kyle. Dorit then is talking and she brings up the kids and how they don't know what's going on. And Sutton says, well, you can't shield the kids forever. Once again, I don't think that Sutton said anything wrong. I think that Dorit herself is in such a heightened state that anything somebody says to her that she feels is like a dig or whatever, she just is immediately offended. But once again, Sutton wasn't trying to be no type of way. She was speaking facts. Like, you're not going to be able to shield these kids from the truth forever. And the fact that y'all not telling them what's going on, like they dumb, kids are not stupid, is absurd. But Dorit was like, I don't plan on shielding them forever, with an attitude. And Sutton was like, hold on, girl. Like, I ain't trying to be no type of way. She was like, it's the same conversation we had on the boat. And I meant what I said that day, that I would be there for you. And Dorit was like, so I should believe that judging by your actions. And Sutton was like, what have I ever done to you? Like, Sutton flipped out on her. You know what I'm saying? And Erica jumped in, was like, I think you insulted her at Kyle's party. And Sutton like, Sutton says her life is bad and she's angry. I've been there. I was defending her. I didn't say I want to be the first person you call. I said if you called, I would be there for you. I get where Sutton was coming from with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ever saying we gonna be BFFs or none of that. I'm just saying, girl, I've been where you at. If you ever need a shoulder to lean on, don't hesitate to call. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that when she said to Dorit, you not mad at me, you mad at your life right now. Was it mean? Yeah. Was it true? Yeah. But all of this stems from that moment on the Sprinter van. And that moment on the Sprinter van is just like what just happened in this scene when Sutton says you can't shield the kids forever. And an argument ensued. It's so stupid. Dorit was like, why would I think to call the person that's kicking you while you're down? And Sutton was like, forget it. We ain't friends. We're not friends. We ain't gonna be friends. We'll just be cordial moving forward. And Erica in her confession was like, I told you all this sisterhood kumbaya mess was fake. I don't think that it was fake. I think that she was being genuine. Like, girl, if you ever need anything, like, I got you or whatever. But we're not going to pretend like we haven't had tension throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? I just think that y'all don't really like Sutton, and it's obvious. So it just is what it is at this point. I don't blame Sutton for flipping out on Dorit. I really honestly don't. So then Kyle jumps back in and was like, if I thought it bothered you that PK and I seeing memes to each other, I wouldn't have done that. And Bose jumps in and tells Kyle that, that's breaking girl code, which she knows, because let her find out somebody texting Mo, girl, bye. Okay. So Dorit says it's not the texting, it's the fact that you didn't tell me. Kyle in her confessional time, she makes a dig and say, well, to be honest with you, and I'm being very honest, PK has been a better friend to me lately. Oh, really? That was messed up because you and her actually do have a friendship. And for you to say that was low. That was low. That was low. That was low. Yeah. And if Dorit was a petty bitch like me, I'll show you who been a better friend or who lately. Baby, I'll be over there kicking it with Mauricio. Girl. So Dorit was like, even if you and I weren't in a bad place, just the fact that you feel comfortable enough to text him. Like, what about this? Don't you get, girlfriend? So Kyle was like, I would expect people to text Mo and me when we got separated. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop. You're lying. Dorit was like, I don't know if I would feel comfortable sending Mo a text and not you. Because that's weird. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Only way that is acceptable is if her and Mauricio already had a relationship prior to this. Prior to meeting you, they already were friends. That's the only way that's acceptable. If I'm meeting you and you meeting me as couple friends and something goes down in either one of our relationships, you're not allowed to speak to my spouse anymore. Period. You know what I'm saying? No. And if me and you good girlfriends, why would you be texting my husband? No, not a meme, not a thank you, not a emoji, not a nothing. No. So Kyle was like, I'm done. And Dorit was like, wait a minute, what is that? What does it mean when you say you're done? And Kyle was like, I'm done. I'm done doing this with you. I've tried to fix it with you. Why are you so effing bitter? I apologize to you and I said I would not talk to him again. What more do you effing want from me? And Dorit was like, I want you to stop raising your voice at me. Like, girl, you're not about to continue to talk to me any kind of way when you want to. And Dorit got over that table in her face and everybody was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And Kyle sat back. Doing all of this. I'm like, girl, you got to realize you can't be talking to people crazy. And that's one of the reasons why Dorit been coming for your neck this season, because she tired of you talking to her crazy. And she even said it at the table. She was like, you're not going to be able to just say to me, F you and this, that, and the third, and think I'm just going to sit here and take it. Like, Kyle, who you think I am? I ain't Kim. Like, what you think this is? And you're in the wrong. And instead of being defensive, it should have just been a simple, I am sorry. I am truly sorry. Didn't mean to hurt you. Should have known better. I'm correcting it now. I apologize. But instead, you took the defensive route. Not cool. Not cool at all. But that's my review for this week's episode, you guys. I'm going to give it an A. Beverly Hills stepped up to the plate in this episode. It was really, truly good. Dorit is on her big one this season. Sutton on her big one this season. Sutton sick of these hoes coming for her, okay? Kyle is always... Now, Kyle is the Delulu one. Kyle is the mean one, okay? Bows. Let's talk about this week's episode down below in the comment section, you guys. Please make sure to thumbs up this video. Subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.